Hi, my name is Jamie. I am the owner and founder of 30 Leads, 3 Days. We are a digital marketing agency, and today I'll be doing a little bit of training for what I consider high-end local businesses. For example, orthodontists, surgeons, consultants, lawyers. What does that mean? So a little bit about myself. I actually live in South Florida, in South Miami. And like any neighborhood, I receive direct mail pieces. I receive in local newspapers. There are ads that come to me all the time, different magazines, different local newspapers, etc. My idea here is to show you ads that I get to my home. How would I translate that into a Facebook ad? Does it make sense to make this a Facebook ad? Should I do Facebook ads for my businesses, for my business? In this case, like I said, high-end stuff that you may not want to discount. You may not want to offer a rebate, a sale, etc. So let's start with the following magazine, the Florida Villager. And let's start with, there's a couple here. I'm going to show them all first, and then I'll get into this young woman, Mona Lisa Touch. She does gynecological health. As you can see, there's no element of come visit me now. There's a sale. It talks about what she does. The next ad is for an orthodontics clinic. Here you see that they have the staff. Once again, there are absolutely no mentions of any kind of come visit us now for this discount. And last but not least, we have Dr. Deirdre Marshall. She does constructive breast surgery, facial rejuvenation treatments, mommy makeovers. She is the hero in the ad. And once again, there's no mention of any kind of deal, come visit me now. So these are what I consider, let's say, branded ads that appear in newspapers, direct mail piece, and everybody gets them. Do they translate well into Facebook? The answer is maybe. It really depends. For example, a lot of times, if I'm thinking of getting my kid braces, which I happen to be thinking about doing, I'm probably just going to either ask family members, ask friends, do a little bit of research online, stuff around my home. I'm not going to drive 10, 20 miles, more than 20 minutes to go to visit somebody to see what they can do. Am I going to price shop? Maybe, depending who I am. But bottom line, you need to educate. That is the most important thing when we're talking about these high-end consulting practices, orthodontics, doctors, etc. You need to educate. Why should I go visit you? So if you saw my last video, I'm a big proponent of a video. Video does things that a static ad can never do. Those ads can never do. I get to know, like, and trust you. I get to see your practice. I get to go in, see your staff, see you. Hopefully, you are not timid. You are not shy. I'm going to meet you. You're going to tell me about your experience. You're going to tell me about an example or of a client, or of a customer, of a patient that has seen you and has an amazing experience. So that is what Facebook could do. So basically, it would consist of having an ad, once again, a video ad, and having maybe a story here. Instead of having an offer, you want to say, I couldn't believe the incredible experience I had with Dr. Marshall. She changed my life. Video. And the targeting is going to be women. Let's assume it's women ages 35 to 45. So on Facebook, I'm going to only target women so I live in South Miami. So let's say it's Miami. Okay? This is Miami. I live in Pinecrest, which is a little suburb of Miami. I'm going to put a radius of 5, 10, whatever the number is, outside from my business. So basically, only people who live in this area are going to see that ad. Now, Facebook isn't the only platform that does that, but it is pretty amazing that anybody who lives here in other areas will not see that ad. So I'm pretty much guaranteed visibility of people. Now, why is that important? Or not, why is it important? Why is it different or better than a magazine? There's a few reasons. Once we talk about the video, the other reason is, where did I write this? Likes, shares, and comments. If you've done a good job, comments with an S. If you've done a good job of marketing your business, people should talk about it. They might leave a comment, interesting. Or, the more engagement you get with the ad, the video ad, the better it is for you. Hopefully you get some shares. And what you want to do from here, you want to take them to a page that you might say, listen, if you're interested in constructive breast surgery, what does that mean? Is it invasive? How long am I out? Do I want to have a pricing? Well, you may want to ask them or tell them, please download this document, what we call a white paper, an e-report, an e-book, something giving that person information more about the procedure and, of course, more about you. That is an educational process. Or you might want to consider doing what I'm doing, which is like a video educational series. You might have 1, 2, 3 videos that talk about different procedures, and and I would actually go by procedure versus whatever, the whole gamut of stuff you do, that's too broad. You want to say, we do this, and you have 2, 3 videos talking just about that. Talking about you, who you are in terms of the doctor, getting a patient who's done that procedure, having them on camera, and then talking about maybe some specifics of how that works. That is in marketing jargon, a funnel, a sales funnel or a marketing funnel. You're taking people down a path, and eventually you want them to hire you, to go into your office, to call you. That's the end goal of any small business. So let me show you another example. 2 more examples. We have a result. So this is from The Villager, another month. The results, MD weight loss. So this is a good looking ad. It's got the before after, which you probably shouldn't do on Facebook. You have the picture of the doctor, and you have a free consultation, complimentary consultation. Now, I want to address this. When I hear complimentary consultation, I'm like, ugh, is it complimentary or are you trying to sell me? I'd rather you have not put that information on Facebook, on the ad, because the perception is you're going to try and sell me. What are my problems? Okay, it's not as let's say elegant a way to say, hey, come visit me, come see our office, and I'll give you X, Y, Z instead. Once again, it's relatively subjective. If you have a sales ability and that can work for you, then by all means you should use it. But in general, free consultation nowadays doesn't have the same impact it did 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Another ad. This ad, I don't recommend on Facebook. So very important. The other words were let's say, high-end consulting, medical practices, orthodontics. This is for an air conditioning company. They actually have nothing here in terms of their offer. It's just saying, keep cool. I guess it's a young kid, with some animation here. That kind of ad on Facebook would actually completely bomb. There are a million AC companies out there. When do I need AC? When I have a problem with my heating or AC, it's not working. That's the only time I'm really considering an AC. Now you might say, well, why am I considering breast reconstruction surgery? Same thing, but there's an educational process there. So you're hitting people within the age group that hopefully fits what you're looking at. Here, anybody who owns a home can use AC. So in that case, I would actually be using an ad to incentivize the person to click. And if you saw my previous video, you're incentivizing to click the video once again to get to a landing page that explains why should I use you? What are the benefits? How long you've been in business? Do you have examples or testimonials of people that you've worked with? And then I would collect your information, your name, email, phone number, and then thank you page at the end would have maybe another offer, say, hey, call us today and get XYZ extra. So I went into that in the previous video I did. But like I said, that is an ad that I wouldn't, a branding ad for let's say a company that may be high-end because they're, HVAC service is not necessarily cheap, and replacing HVAC, I just happen to know, costs us almost $3,000. So it's not inexpensive. But once again, I consider that a branding ad, and in my opinion, they don't work as well. So anyways, hopefully that was useful for you, Mr. or Miss Small Business Owner. And in the next few weeks, or next week as a matter of fact, I'll be doing another video educating you on what you could be doing for your business using Facebook. Thank you very much.